of learning, geometry as a whole, and working out just the various angles that you can hit something, and see, how the balls move around and how you hit the ball and how hard you hit the ball and where exactly it goes is all a matter of geometry. So we just wanted to incorporate a various amount of gameplay and game settings into this application that really can show people a lot of different things that are educational. Some things will be directly educational, where a person can see right outright what the educational aspect is, and some of those games will just be those hidden things that people don't necessarily think of on a regular basis, um, in terms of the game, and how it all functions. And the main thing is, it doesn't matter whether the learning is right there on the surface. Learning occurs sometimes right on the ball, and sometimes it occurs subliminally. And neither way is a bad way, because learning is learning, and that's really what's important. So, jumping on out of that and into our calendar application, we wanted to have the ability of a person to keep track of their own dates. People should be able to organize their lives just like anything else. And we have a calendar here, which is a personal calendar to each user. You create an account in your calendar, and you can add events and whatever you need. It'll send you reminders in your email. And at the same time, you can come in here and you can also add in different calendars, such as our Oasis calendar, and you can see different activities that are going on in Oasis, and see them inside of your calendar, which is a really nice function for those who just want to keep track on everything that's going on as a whole. Moving over, we also wanted to make it an application that would allow people to be able to learn search engines, because learning how to search for things, we can't have everything inside of this application. We just won't find it. But we wanted people to become comfortable with popular search engines, and we'll reach out to search engine companies, and hopefully they'll be applicable to letting us use their search engines inside of this application. And they can use things such as Google, and type in a variety of different things, and learn in real time, or search things that are of interest to them inside of our application, and learn how to use it as a whole. They can go to Yahoo and view that. They can go to AOL, etc. There's a lot of great search engines out here today, and we just want individuals to learn even how to use search engines as a whole. Into our lower tier of our application, we also have the ability of this icon here, which allows, say, I'm sick and tired of this particular visualization, mainly because these visualizations will not be moving this fast. We're just doing it so people can see the changes that go on inside of our application. You might be able to go in here and just switch it until you say, there's a picture I really like. I like that sunrise. So a person can come in here and just fast forward those scenes, or if they have pictures of their own, they can fast forward those pictures of their own, which is really nice. Over into this application here, which I call our social application, is, we have to be honest. This is a site for people 12 and up, and all of those age groups on up to probably age whatever are in here, and they all have pages in social networking. But we also want to make a quick and easy way for people just to come in here and just be able to see their Facebook pages, or they might be able to see their MySpace page, etc. Um, and be able to check it in real time, and then when they're finished doing whatever they're doing, or going back and forth, they can just jump back into an application and continue doing the work, which is really nice in terms of their education, and bolstering all of that knowledge, and just go back and forth, because we have to admit that people also need fun in their lives, and also education, and it just allows that uniting front of just bringing forth, a person understanding that sometimes you can reach out there and have fun, and at the same time you can come back and get your work done at the same time. And our last application that I have to demo to everyone is what I call our music player, which allows a person, and there'll be a variety of different online music stores that are all free, of course, because there's nice internet radio out there. And a person can just come in, and they can operate our site, but at the same time, they can be listening to music as a whole inside of our environment, because that's also part of it. People like music while they're doing what they're doing. And I think that should be no different here. I like music while I'm doing what I'm doing. and you can have the music going on, playing in the background at the same time, enjoying your life, and you can hide it out, and you can go back while you got your music playing, and you can just go back and do whatever applications you want to do. And if you say, ah, geez, I hate this song, you can come back into this, and you can exit on out of whatever application you're going into, and you can just tap in and either exit the application, you can move your songs forward, you can view another different site, etc. And then when you're all said and done, you can exit the music application, and you won't even have to worry about in terms of how that really interfaces with anything else. It's just nice to be able to work with music. I think we're a society that definitely enjoys music. So that there is our main architectural demo of our web application as a whole. That's where we feel it is. We're quite pleased with what we have so far, and we're looking on moving on into the next steps. So overall, in terms of what is exactly next, now we have all this code written, and it's ready to go. But it doesn't just stop there. We're a professional organization, and we understand the aspects of what makes a great site really nice. So the first thing we're going to be doing is we're just going to be taking a look at each module before we bring them online, and we're just going to do a overlook of the code. We want to make sure everything's working up to snuff, and make sure everything is as good as it can be. So we want to finish that code review, and we're going to bring those things over. But at the same time, in Oaysis, we strongly understand the importance of module security and security of an application as a whole. So before we bring any module online, we're going to be looking at the security code in terms of an extensive review. We want to make sure that there's no way, or limited ways, because it seems these days people always can get into something, but we're going to take as many preventative steps to prevent things from happening to particular users, or having accounts corrupted or anything like that. So we just want to take our time and do that security review before bringing these things online. And lastly, we're just going to prioritize a list, and we're just going to bring these modules online one by one. And as we bring them online, we're going to just start filling them with all the requisite data. We're going to reach out to, again, the internet and other sources across this country, and really fill this thing with data that is beneficial to all the educational communities across the board, and really make it be nice. And when we bring a module online, people can begin using it and begin seeing things that they feel are really beneficial to themselves. In terms of our next series immediate goals, overall, we understand